So these are the Richardson kids, 7 of them total. And on October 25th, they were all admitted to the hospital. And over the next 2 days, they all died, and they had been poisoned. And the father was accused and convicted of the crime, even though a local person who had lived next door, who was babysitting, had actually confessed to doing it, and then had actually poisoned her husband. Was on parole for poisoning her husband. She took credit for it, but he was kind of railroaded. And then James Richardson, right?
Yeah.
And then, years later on her deathbed, she confessed again. They finally took it seriously, and he was finally released from jail, like 30 years later, 20 years later. And so the Richardson kids, who are all buried right here, are said to use this area of the cemetery almost like their own personal playground. So one of the things we're going to do tonight is we're going to play hide and seek, because it's been known that if you play hide and seek with them, close your eyes, count to 10, you can actually see them darting in between the graves. You can actually feel them touching you. One of the other stories is that multiple balls of light in different colors will appear in this part of the cemetery. And unlike other kind of ghost life that you see, they play. They interact with each other, they jump over each other. Like there's actually a personality to them, and they seem to be communicating and playing with each other. So both on those two kind of levels is what we're going to do. So Deanna tonight's going to read. She's got Goodnight Moon to them. Or did you bring the other book?
Well, I think Goodnight Moon will be good because it was written in the 30s.
And it's also shorter.
Well, maybe they've heard it before.
Right?